Hello and welcome to the best football show on the planet. Oh yes, you heard me. It is the best football show on the planet right here on TAF TV. My name is Cyril Aloysius and I'm saying a big thank you to you for joining me once again on Let's Talk Football here on TAF TV. You know how we'll do it on the show? We'll give you the best of football gist, and of course Eddie, my main man, is here once again to help me out. Eddie, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm great.
Okay, so
it's Friday.
Yes, and one of the major headlines we'll be talking about is the appointment of Emery as the new manager of Aston Villa. Eddie, talk to me. What do you make of that particular headline?
Okay, the appointment of Unai Emery by...
First of all, is it shocking that Steven Gerrard got the sack?
It's not a shock. It's not a shock because the signs have been showing.
It's been a long time coming, right?
Yes, by its result, the results were not, coming as expected. When Aston Villa, took Gerrard from Rangers, the expectations were very high. They thought that Gerrard went there. He took the league, with Rangers after 10 years. So the expectation was very high that, if we could hire, such a manager, he could, come over and do something
well, I think
great.
This actually goes a long way to, telling lots of football fans out there that, look, yes, we have other competitive leagues around the world, but the Premier League is way, I think, just a little bit above other leagues right now, because very rare before you see a manager from another league coming to the Premier League and then he's doing exploits. It takes an exceptionally, brilliant, tactically sound manager to do that. And of course, we've seen Frank Lampard crumble. We've seen Steven Gerrard also crumble, and we've also seen some other persons crumble as well. I think at a point, Arsenal's Mikel Arteta almost crumbled, but the club kept faith with him.
They were patient.
They were patient enough, and right now they're also reaping the fruit of being patient. So, sincerely speaking, I feel bad and sorry for Steven Gerrard, but then, I think it was almost time to let him go because he was dragging them to, the drop zone. The drop zone.
Yeah.
So, and personally, I felt like, to a great level, I felt like the players were responsible. Definitely, they are responsible.
Part of the
because
the bad
immediately
results.
he left, you could see the response.
The next
4-0.
game was 4-0.
And we're like, where is this Aston Villa?
Where have they been?
Against the Crystal Palace side
that has been doing very well.
Yes.
Have been doing very well.
So it was like, man, where has this side of Aston Villa been all this while? So Eddie, I don't know. I just feel bad for Steven Gerrard. And I also want to congratulate Emery. It's not easy now. It's almost like Emery has a thing for clubs that bear Villa in their name. From I think that
Sevilla, Villarreal, Aston Villa. Who knows which club will be next?
I think only Arsenal actually, went off. Only Arsenal, but so far it has been la to la.
I think it was a very bold and smart move by Aston Villa, to bring in a high-profile manager like Unai Emery.
Oh, he's high profile.
This guy has won the Europa League
about thrice or 4 times, something like that.
He won it 3 consecutive times with Sevilla. Then he came to Arsenal. He lost in the final. Yeah. Then he went again to Villarreal.
He lost to Chelsea in the final.
When he was in Arsenal, right?
To Chelsea.
Yeah. Then again he went to Villarreal and he won it with Villarreal. So for me, I think Aston Villa took a very smart and bold move. Okay, and I believe a lot has gone in for it, especially talking about finances. Sources have said that the contract is around 6 million euros per year. That's quite a huge sum of money. A huge sum of money, and I believe the expectations will be very high. After this club must have invested such amount of money, the expectation for him to perform would be very high. And secondly, I think that maybe Aston Villa, they want to bring the club level to that of Newcastle, Everton, and
his first game
West Ham.
Newcastle. And Newcastle are in form right now.
Currently.
So, I don't know, what do you make of that particular fixture? He just came in and then he's saving it. To me, personally, I see Newcastle as a very tough opponent.
Definitely.
You get
definitely.
so
I also
him also starting his his second Premier League debut,
Debut.
Yes, against a top side like
Newcastle.
a
Newcastle.
revamped Newcastle team.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
It's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy game. But I still think that Aston Villa is going to be playing with this new motivation.
Okay.
But one thing I will tell football fans, football supporters, is not to be in rush. They shouldn't be in haste when it comes to the result with Unai Emery because you know one thing is appointing a top manager, you know, like him. Another thing is
being patient
to
reap the fruits.
And thank you. That one is a key. Then secondly, the mentality of the club, the mentality of the club, the mentality of the players. Okay. And another thing is, if this club, if they have the right players that will be able to fit into Unai Emery's philosophy of play. So that's another factor. Do you understand? So in as much as the demand will be on him to get the result as quick as possible, they should also, ensure that they are patient enough to get the result from him.
Okay, so Eddie, let's move straight now from that particular headlines to the big game we had last weekend, which was against Chelsea and Manchester United, which of course you predicted Manchester United to win, to take the
2 goals by 1.
Yes, and Chelsea almost took the day, but I don't know, a moment of laxity cost us so much, cost us all 3 points, and I was so upset. I was so upset. I believe all Chelsea fans as well in the world are upset, but I mean, we have to share the spoils.
We're disappointed.
Yeah.
But I think the score is good for both clubs.
Fair enough.
It's fair enough.
Okay.
It's fair enough. Now, I don't know if watching the game.
If I'm not being biased, I would say the score isn't fair enough. I would say Manchester deserved to win the game.
Okay.
As a Chelsea fan,
that was where I was driving to.
This is me being non-biased right
I
now.
think you are right.
Yes. Manchester, from the way they played us, they deserved to win the game.
They were full of energy.
Because I was disappointed in Chelsea at the point. I was like, what is this?
They took
the first 30 minutes of the game.
They took it.
Chelsea were, so much off the pace. They were off the pace until
Manchester.
Our Potter, what's his name? Potter had to bring in Kovacic, and then Kovacic brought in some balance to the game.
To the midfield.
Yes. I think that from then
that was when the game took the U-turn.
Exactly. So, but for large periods of the game, Manchester United were the better team on all angles. I'm not saying this as a Chelsea fan. I'm saying it as a football fan right now. But you know what happens in football? Come on, some days you play and then some days you go with nothing.
Sure.
And as a Chelsea fan, I wanted us to win anyways, but it's a sad one we didn't win. So Eddie, what do you make of Ten Hag? Drawing Chelsea for the first time.
Okay, in our last edition, I said something.
Potter has a record for defeating Manchester United right from his days in
Brighton.
So it was almost expected, especially when Jorginho scored that
penalty.
98th minute, 94th minute penalty.
No, it was 80,
84th minute penalty.
84, right? Yes, 84.
84th minute penalty. And then it was almost looking like the game was over.
Before that miracle. That was a miracle.
From Casemiro.
For Casemiro.
Man. What is really happening? What do you make of that game, man?
I think the Manchester United team is quickly adapting to Ten Hag's
tactics, right?
Yes, his tactics, his philosophy. Because I saw that in the game. It first of all showed in Tottenham's game. Okay. Then I also saw that it will not just only end in Tottenham game, but it's going to be something that will be progressive. Okay, so in our last edition, I told you, I said, I see Manchester United not just only winning the game, but I see them, dominating the game, playing out Ten Hag's philosophy, and that was almost exactly what we saw. Okay. All right. Except for the scoreline. It was just the scoreline that I did not actually, get outrightly. But in terms of play.
You escaped.
You think so?
Yes, they escaped. You think so? Yes, they escaped. I
think the score was fair enough. But if it was the play, the quality of play, Manchester would have taken the day. Would have taken the day.
Okay, we have some big games coming up. Not let's say big games. We have some major fixtures coming up in the Premier League this weekend. We have Leicester playing at home to Manchester City. Eddie, what do you make of that game?
Okay, well, Manchester City is in high form, it's in top form, and Leicester City, they are beginning to to regain their strength. Okay. So well, I see Manchester City winning that game. All the way. Manchester City is going to win that game all the way, except something else, something unusual.
A miracle happens, right?
A miracle happens. Something unusual happens.
Okay. So do you see Haaland getting another goal again? I think he's on 17 goals now in the Premier League.
Okay, 17 or 15 or 17. Okay. Not really sure, but I know it's between that 15 and 17. Okay. But I see him getting another goal. You know Haaland now. He's always there.
So Bournemouth is playing home to Tottenham. What do you make of that game?
Okay, I see Tottenham trying to, bounce back from their...
Tottenham are currently struggling in the Champions League right now. So do you see that affecting them in the Premier League as well?
I think the Premier League is an entirely different league compared to Champions League. Okay, so I see Tottenham winning Bournemouth. I see them having the day.
Okay, so Brentford playing home to Wolves. What do you make of that game?
Playing home to Wolves. Okay, I see Brentford winning that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not doing predictions right now. We're just, talking about
just looking at the game.
So after this, we'll be going straight to predictions, okay? So stick with us. Crystal Palace are playing home to Southampton. What do you make of that game? Crystal Palace coming back from a 4-0 loss to Aston Villa. So what do you make of that game? And Southampton coming back from a 1-1 draw with Arsenal.
Okay. Crystal Palace are actually ahead of Southampton in the table, right? Currently, yeah. So Crystal Palace is playing at home. They're playing at home.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so they're home.
I give them a win for that game.
Okay. Against Southampton?
Against Southampton.
Okay.
I give them a win.
Okay. So Newcastle against Aston Villa. Newcastle are playing home.
Newcastle against Aston Villa. Though we have Unai Emery with Aston Villa, I will not be in rush or in haste to start thinking beyond what I should be thinking about.
Aston Villa actually defeated
the last game.
Yes,
that was 4-0.
You won 4-0
against Crystal Palace.
Managerless.
Okay.
Managerless.
Managerless. Okay.
So now that they have a manager, you should expect more from them against a Newcastle side who are also tough.
Well, at times losing a manager could be an inspiration to a team.
Okay.
And bringing in a manager might not be the way you've seen it. Okay. But for the fact that they are playing in Newcastle, of course, we all know, the form of Newcastle. And do you know that Newcastle is apart from Manchester City, they have the highest win rate in the year 2022.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I give them a win for that
impressive.
Game. I give Newcastle a win for that game.
That's quite impressive. So Fulham are playing home to Everton.
Fulham against Everton. Everton has not been impressive. Oh God, they've not been impressive. They've not been. I don't trust
How impressive
Everton.
has Fulham been?
Fulham. These guys are just coming from relegation. They were just promoted from relegation.
Okay.
And looking at their performance so far, I think I will give them kudos for that. Okay. I'll give them kudos for that. And I think the motivation is still there. Though of recent the results have not been consistent. Okay. You see them winning, and after then, they're getting a draw, they're getting a lose. But I think they will want to step up this next game. They want to step up. Okay. So I give them a win in that game.
So Liverpool are playing at Anfield against Leeds United.
Liverpool playing at Anfield. Yes. Okay.
Liverpool were shot by Nottingham Forest 1-0.
1-0. Liverpool has not won any away game this season.
Wow.
They've not won any away game this season. Wow. But so this is Anfield.
Say that their poor run in a way this season continues.
Yeah. Okay. But now they are playing Anfield.
Home. Okay.
So I think they will want to win that game. They want to climb up.
So you feel Liverpool going to win?
Yeah.
Against Leeds United?
Sure.
Okay. So Arsenal are playing home at the Emirates to Nottingham Forest, the people who shocked Liverpool.
To Nottingham Forest?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Arsenal is going to win that game. They will win the game. You don't trust us. I don't know why you don't trust us. You don't trust us.
Definitely. Huh? It's like the Arsenal we all cherished are back to default settings, and we are so happy.
No, not yet.
After they lost 2-0 to PSV yesterday.
Not yet.
It started from that struggle. They struggled to win, I think Leeds. Yeah, struggled to win Leeds. And then
they drew against Southampton.
And then now they've lost. So I feel like the yoke has been broken.
Well, that's Europa League. That's Europa League.
Anointing,
that's Europa League. And mind you, Saka was not in that game.
It doesn't matter.
Gabriel Jesus was not in that game.
Has Arsenal not been winning games without Saka before? Come on.
Without Saka?
Yes,
Saka has played all the Premier League games.
My point is, Arsenal has been winning other games without Saka before. It's not like
that's in the Europa League now.
Oh, please.
Not in the Premier League. Not in the Premier League. You're going to feed in our best.
Arsenal away for us, right?
Away.
Okay. Man U against West Ham. I think that's our last game, and that game is coming up on Sunday. Arsenal game against Nottingham Forest coming up on Sunday, and Man U against West Ham coming up on Sunday as well. So Man U are playing at Old Trafford against West Ham United. So what do you make of that fixture, Eddie?
Okay. West Ham they've not been playing the way they played last season.
Okay.
Okay. So I think Man U is going to take the day.
Really?
Yeah, Man U is going to take the day. I don't just know have this confidence in Eric on what Eric Ten Hag is bringing to
Man U,
Manchester United.
Okay.
And the few games they lost, you could tell from the teams that they played. They played against Manchester City, which is a top team. We're not expecting a miracle from that game.
Okay.
Then the other game they lost.
Well, at least, even if you're not expecting a miracle, at least a draw would have been. I mean, come on, this is Man U we're talking about. This is Man U.
This is not the first time Man U received from Manchester City, and I was even thankful because the game did not even end 4-0.
Okay.
It ended 6-3.
Yeah.
So for Man U to have gone to Etihad and scored 3 goals, that's a big one for them.
Honestly, I feel like it's a shame, for a big club, a big club like Manchester United to all of a sudden now be so mediocre. Yeah, I say mediocre in the level that, come on, when you mention big teams in the world, definitely you have to call Manchester United.
Sure. Okay. I agree with you.
In terms of achievements and history-wise.
I agree with you. But look at what is happening.
Look at what currently, right now, on current form, I think in the past 5 years, 6 years, Manchester City has been a much bigger team than Manchester United. No disrespect to Manchester City.
They have dominated Manchester.
Yes.
Now, also looking at what is happening to Barcelona, can you say that Barcelona is no longer a big team? I mean, they are experiencing their downtime.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so they just need maybe a short time for them to just get it right and bounce back.
Okay, I think it's time for us to go straight to our prediction phases. But before we do that, we'll go on a short break. And when we return, straight to the predictions for today. Do stay tuned.
Hey there, are you looking to record your videos, do your voiceovers, and take your professional pictures? Look no further. With our state-of-the-art newsroom, photography, kitchen for our food content creators, and exclusive children's studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Tharv Media give life to your dreams. Tharv Media, a slice of infotainment.
It's still Let's Talk Football here on TAF TV, and you're very much welcome back from that short break. Okay, taking you straight now to our predictions for today. Eddie, what's your prediction for Leicester against Manchester City?
Okay, I'm predicting Manchester City to win the day.
Scoreline?
3-1.
3-1 against Leicester City.
Yeah.
At the King Power Stadium.
Sure.
Okay. So Bournemouth against Tottenham. Bournemouth are playing home. What's your prediction?
Okay, I predict Tottenham to win.
Okay, against Bournemouth at home.
Yeah.
Scoreline in mind.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Okay. I think I'm going to agree to that. Brentford are playing home. The Bees are playing home to Wolves. What are your predictions?
Okay. Brentford.
To win.
1-0.
1-0 against
1-0
Wolves.
against Wolves.
I feel like there'll be more than one goal in that game. Something like 2-0. I don't know. Just saying.
Why do you think so, Diego Costa?
No, I'm not.
I've not seen that guy's impact so far.
Yeah. Maybe he shouldn't have come back to the Premier League. Just maybe.
Come on, that guy is old.
So I see Brentford winning 2-0 anyways.
Okay.
So Brighton are playing home to Chelsea on Saturday. So what are your predictions for that game?
Chelsea is going to win.
Okay.
But the goals are not going to be much.
Okay.
Let's say 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Okay, in favor of Brighton?
No,
favor of
Chelsea.
Okay. I think I'm going to give Chelsea a winning as well. That'll be like 3-1, something 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. So Crystal Palace are playing home to Southampton. What's your predictions? Scoreline.
I give Crystal Palace a win.
Against Southampton?
Yeah, I give them a win.
Okay.
What do you think?
Scoreline in mind?
Okay, 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Why do I feel like Southampton are going to win that game?
Crystal Palace, they lost their last game.
Yes.
So they want to.
And it's nothing new in the world of football for someone to lose two straight
games.
Yes. So it's not going to be a new thing for Crystal Palace to lose 2 straight games and then lose again to Southampton.
Well, maybe that's why it's prediction.
So you're saying Crystal Palace are going to win?
We might not be 100% sure.
Okay.
It's just the way we see the game.
Crystal Palace are going to win, right?
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, so I give Southampton to win 1-0. So Newcastle against Aston Villa. That's a tough game.
Newcastle against Aston.
Newcastle are playing home.
Okay. Newcastle
To win.
1-0
Against Aston Villa.
against Aston Villa. 1-0.
Okay. I'm giving Aston Villa to win. 2-1.
Because of
I don't know.
Henry.
I don't know.
It will shock you.
I just have this good feeling inside of me.
Okay.
That Aston Villa are going to carry the day.
Thank
But
God.
Aston Villa, please don't fall my hand. Thank you very
Thank
much.
God it's feeling.
So you're saying Newcastle is going to win 1-0, right?
Yeah, 1-0.
Okay.
1-0.
So Fulham against Everton. What are your predictions?
Fulham Everton. I see Fulham winning that game.
Okay.
I see Fulham winning that.
Scoreline in mind.
I see 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Okay, in favor of Fulham, right?
Fulham.
Okay, I see 1-0 in favor of Everton. I don't know about you.
Okay.
So Arsenal on Sunday against Nottingham Forest. That game is happening at the Emirates Stadium. So what are your predictions?
Okay. Arsenal.
To win, right?
They will win. They win.
Scoreline in mind.
That's Arsenal's game.
Okay.
Full 3 points.
Okay.
3-0.
Okay.
3-0.
3-0.
Don't allow that 1-0.
3-0.
Don't allow that 1-0. Confuse you.
3-0 against
Don't allow it give you hope.
that shot.
Forget.
Liverpool.
That's their first win of the season.
Okay.
3-0
3-0. Okay.
for Arsenal.
Okay. I'm seeing that game as a nil draw. I think, or let's say a 1-1 draw.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. I just this is me being Arsenal right now. So I'm saying it's a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
He's saying it's a 3-0 draw. It's a 3-0 win for Arsenal.
The game is
Okay.
Sunday.
Yes, on Sunday.
Okay.
So the last game
I'll call
for
you.
this weekend.
I'll
the
put
last
you on
game
call.
of this weekend is Manchester United up against West Ham at Old Trafford. So what are your predictions, Eddie?
Manchester United against West Ham United. Okay. I think I give a win for Manchester United.
Scoreline in mind.
3-1.
Okay, 3-1 in favor of Manchester
United.
I think that game is a draw or win game for West Ham.
Don't forget that West Ham is
Eddie, this is
they are
football.
down.
Eddie, this is football.
Okay.
This is football
Okay.
where anything can happen.
Okay. That's your
Did
prediction.
you ever believe that
Nottingham.
would win Liverpool? That is the way it is in football.
Okay, but
you don't see it coming. You never see it coming.
Those kind of results, they happen once a while. They happen once a while.
Yeah, you never see it coming. But Eddie, that's your own prediction. You're predicting Man U to win by
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah,
and I'm saying that game is gonna end. I think either in favor.
This is a 1-1 draw.
Either a 1-1 draw, a 0-0 draw, or a 2-1 win. or a 1-0 win for West Ham. But it's going to be a win or draw for West Ham. That's my own prediction. I don't know about Eddie. So that's it for the Premier League. And in Spain, do we really have any big game in Spain? Not really. Do we have any big game in Italy? Not really. How about Germany? Any big games in Germany? Nope, no big games in Germany. How about France? Any big games in France? No big games in France. Oh, Lyon are playing against Lille. Yeah, Lyon against Lille. I think that's a tough one. Lille are actually one of the big sides in France, and Lyon as well. So I think we'll have to talk about them. What are your predictions for that game? That game is coming up on... Yeah, it's coming up tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Saturday.
Yes.
Tomorrow, Saturday. Okay.
Lyon against Lille.
Lyon and Lille, they are two big teams in France.
In France, yeah.
So definitely it's going to be let's say tough. Lyon are doing currently well. They have Alexander Lacazette, and of recent he's been scoring goals, been putting on goals. So I think it's going to be a good game to watch.
Okay.
Okay. Talking about the prediction.
Yeah, predictions.
Okay. I think I give Lyon a win for that game.
Lyon.
Okay.
Scoreline in mind.
They are playing away.
Okay.
Okay, I give them 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Okay.
And I'm giving Lacazette a go in that game.
Okay.
So that guy has been on fire. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe that guy is playing to to go for the World Cup, possibly.
They don't want to make the World Cup now. It's just next month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just less than 3 weeks.
All right.
Now.
Eddie, thank you so much for your time with me on the show today. I really do appreciate. Well, that's the far we can go on the show today here on TAF TV. It's Let's Talk Football here on TAF TV. And of course, this is where we have to draw the curtain on the show today. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe. And after subscribing, do well to turn on the notification bells so you get notified whenever we come online or whenever we drop new videos. Okay, this is Let's Talk Football. And I believe you did enjoy your time. I enjoyed my time as well, and I hope you did too. Okay, follow us on all our social media platforms. Check us out on YouTube. We're at TAF TV on YouTube. On Instagram, we're at TAF TV_NG. On Facebook, we're at TAF TV. And on Twitter, we're at TAF TV. My name is Cyril Aloysius. And until I come your way again next time, do enjoy the rest of your day. It's bye for now.